that heart?
No, that's time check. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Failure to Stop podcast, the number one show where police meet society and culture. Today's segment is brought to you by Manscaped 4.0 using that promo code WOLFPACK to save for Fall Ball Fall. Today we're talking about the incident at Platteville, Colorado, where a young woman was detained by police, put into the back of a police car, and then the police car was then struck by a train. Why was a police vehicle parked on the train tracks, you ask? Well, I think that is a very fair and reasonable question. However, my answer is going to be a little bit more complex than that. This thing all started with a road rage incident where a woman, a female, brandished a gun to another human being while a road rage incident was taking place. That victim of that crime called the police. The police got involved. They got behind Whitney trailer, the suspect and the suspect vehicle. They then lit it up with blue lights and sirens, and the vehicle failed to stop. The vehicle traveled for an unreasonable amount of time. I don't know exactly the time, but the police say it was unreasonable.
It took her a long time to pull over.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay. It took her a very long time to pull over.
She wasn't fleeing by driving fast, but she drove a long way really slow, oftentimes indicative of an impending foot pursuit or a shootout. Every foot chase I've ever been in usually starts with slow rolling until we get to a good spot to run, or that fight or flight takes time to kind of digest, if you will. It's 2 o'clock or just shy of 2 o'clock in the morning in Colorado. Nothing good happens after midnight. They light up the vehicle. It doesn't stop. I'm going to go ahead and say that this police officer was thinking foot pursuit or gunfight, as he should, as a good officer that's proactive and not reactive. That's exactly where your brain should be in a scenario like this. Now, he did good there. He did good seeing the indicators of a foot chase. He did good at seeing the indicators of a firefight, but he did not do well at picking up where he parked his vehicle. And I get it. Adrenaline is a very, very cruel mistress. It does lots of things. We miss a lot of things when adrenaline starts to take over our body. This is going to be a felony vehicle stop. Now, some cops do them every night. Some cops never do them. But there's a protocol to felony vehicle stops. And the protocol is how we position our vehicle, because we're going to have to hide behind our vehicle to do a felony vehicle stop. We're not going to approach the car unless that person takes off running, which then we need to hope that we're stretched out and ready to go. And we're probably not. We've probably been sitting in the cop car, drinking Monster Energy drinks and coffee, watching YouTube videos for the last 45 minutes to an hour between calls. But all these things are going through your brain, trying to figure out, where are we in Platteville, Colorado, in the middle of the desert? What street signs can I give out to get more units and a canine en route when this person does run? He doesn't know if it's a male or female at this point. Doesn't know if it's the track star of Compton, Los Angeles. There's a lot of things going through the brain in an incident or a scenario like this. And so this female doesn't run. She doesn't get in a gunfight, but we're still going to go through all the motions as if she was, because we don't know what the intent is here. And by the way, there's more cops being died from gunfire this year than any other year pending. We're on track to beat all the records. So getting shot by civilians is on every police officer's brain right now. They get out, they do a picture perfect felony vehicle stop by the protocols, going through your brain. Getting on your little intercom thing. Got to switch the little radio over there to make it work. Sometimes that takes me a hot minute. I used to forget which one of the little knobbies make that thing work because I never used it. Then you're going to say, driver, get out of the car. Show us your hands.
Driver, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
And so they do all of this. And the adrenaline's coursing because you think you might shoot somebody. You can see him on the body camera swatting at the bugs that are hitting his face. But they work through the whole thing, and now what they want to do, they want to get to this gun. They want to see if we actually have a crime here. They put the female who's handcuffed, they put her in the back of a police vehicle. They get to the car, and lo and behold, what do they find on the passenger seat?
Over.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay.
An empty gun holster. So let's go back through the evidence really quick. We have a victim who called and said that there was a road rage incident where this person showed a firearm. Then we have a police officer that gets behind the vehicle, puts on blue lights and sirens, and the vehicle doesn't stop. Then the vehicle finally does stop after slow rolling for quite some time. 9 times out of 10 is going to lead to a foot chase. And then nothing happens. And then she's got an empty gun holster in her front seat. So there's a lot of evidence here that says that this female might be guilty of a felony herself. While they're processing this and trying to figure out if she threw the gun out of the vehicle and maybe they need to get a canine involved, you can hear some train horns going on in the background, and the police don't react to it.
She could have tossed something, but
Toss it out the window?
She could have out that window, but who is that heart?
No, that's time check. Oh my god.
A lot of stuff on the comments about why that they didn't hear it. I'm sure they heard it. They probably didn't process in anybody's brain that somebody would make the dumbass mistake of parking their patrol vehicle on the fucking railroad tracks. And I guarantee you the cop that did do it, really embarrassed by it. Now, they do finally realize that this train is bearing down. You're going to see the video here in a second. And they do react to try to save it, but it's just too late. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's very dark. Doesn't stand a chance. The vehicle's struck by the train. You can see the one police officer shield his eyes. He doesn't want to see that horror, the terror. Sure, that couple have nightmares his whole life, as will the now suspect victim of this case. Luckily, she lives. She suffers a broken arm and 9 broken ribs. She is now suing the police. She's going to get rich, so that's good for her. So she's lucky in a number of ways. One, she's not going to hold a felony for pointing a weapon at somebody in a road rage incident. 2, she's going to make a fuck ton of money. And 3, she survived getting smoked by a train going full speed while sitting handcuffed in a police car. Now, for the police, obviously you get fired. Obviously, you get civilly sued for this. Do I think you go to jail? No. Do I think it's criminal negligence? No. I think Whitney, or whatever her name is, put herself in a very terrible position. She's out at 2 o'clock in the morning getting in road rage incidents. 2, she's probably got a firearm or had a firearm at some point. 3, she doesn't stop for the police. 4, she chose to stop in proximity of railroad tracks. So she didn't really set herself up for success. You know, these officers had to react to all of that, and they didn't get so much of a chance to be proactive. Now, what can we learn from this as law enforcement officers? 1, we can't get complacent. I know that we get to park in strange places because we're the police, and we should. Nobody wants to wait on the police officer to circle the mall parking lot to find a good, proper parking space so that we can then go and take care of the laptop and cell phone that was stolen out of their unlocked vehicle. Right? Then we begin to complain about the police took too long to get there. So I get it that we have to park in weird places, fire lanes, handicap areas, whatever is close by that we can then go ahead and do our police duties quickly and efficiently. And I think citizens would want that as well. But too often we get complacent with that. We block other cars in, or we block somebody else's driveway. Firefighters do this shit all the time. But we need to be mindful of where we park so that shit like this doesn't happen. Now, this is just an accident. It's a very devastating accident. It could have been a lot worse. And it's something we can all learn from. But I don't think anybody meant to do this. I don't think these were bad cops. I don't think they're dumb cops. They probably made 1,000 good decisions in their careers. And it just happened to be the one that they missed that one small detail. And it's a dark road. And it's a dusty road. And I can tell you that cop was target fixated on a gunfight or a foot pursuit. Hopefully he was thinking gunfight first, because that's safer. So what we can take from this is, 1, paying attention to where you park. Don't just pull up and just put your car in the fire lane. Put your car in the fire lane and look around. Do a quick 360. You should always be doing a 360 anyway, because maybe you've catch the guy running out the side door when you do this. These are all just good practices. These are things that are common sense that aren't so common. We talk about this in 5 tips on how to be an excellent police officer. But if you wanted my police take, you asked for it. I gave it to you. I'm going to play the footage for you now. You could take a look at it. Throw in the comments. If you totally disagree with me, think those cops should burn in hell and go to jail forever, put it in the comments, dude. I don't care. I'm just one cop. I'm just one cop's mind. You can follow us 4 days a week on the Failure to Stop podcast, or you can subscribe right here to our YouTube. As always, like and subscribe. Hit that little button down there. And until next time, guys, guns up and giddy up.
Pretty car behind the other unit.
I'm right behind you, Vasquez. I'm going to your passenger side. Dispatch left in 346, one at gunpoint.
Driver, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Put your hands out the window. Put your phone down.
Put your phone down. Put both hands out the window.
Dispatch left in 346. We're getting commands. Her hands are out the window at this time.
Open your door. With your right hand, open your door. Come on out. coming back. Keep coming back to the sound of my voice. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Stop right there. Get down on one knee and then the other.
I got cuffs.
Go ahead.
Good? Keep your hands above your head.
Don't move.
What's going on? Why am I here? We'll explain everything in a second.
Can I get
Who
my
else is in
cell
the
phone,
truck?
please? No one else is in the truck, sir. Can I please get my cell phone?
We'll get it for you.
Don't worry
Stand
about
up.
yourself.
Please. Where are you taking me?
We're taking you to the car. Come on.
Why? What?
Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me?
No, ma'am, but can I please get my cell phone?
We'll get your cell phone in a second. Is there any weapons in the car?
Ready?
No, ma'am, there's nothing on
There's
there.
no weapons in the car? Okay.
Everybody out in the car, come on.
What's going on? Ma'am, what's going on?
I'll tell you in a second. Take a seat.
I'm so confused. Can I get
Take a
my
seat.
cell phone?
I will get your cell phone for you. Take a seat.
I got your right shoulder. I see a car seat. Clear. Okay, let's get the bed. Yeah, you drop it, I'll hold it. I'll come across. Clear. Dispatch Lipton 348, vehicles clear, you can raise the channel.
It took her a long time to pull over.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay. It took her a very long time to pull over. It took her a very long time to pull over. I'm going.
Did you see her toss anything?
She could have because it took her a long time to pull over.
I'm gonna put my rifle away and I'll come back in a minute.
All right.
She could have because when I was behind her, she was driving slow enough,
Yeah.
so she could have tossed something. But I let
Tossed
her.
it out the window?
She could have out that window, but who is that? Hart?
No, that's Thomas check. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
Move your car! Stay back!
Patrol car was just hit by a train. Dispatch 346, did us medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
Watch the fence. There may still be a firearm in the vehicle. I don't know if you guys have been through it yet. You got it?
I got a holster here. No, we have not gone through.
We weren't sure if she threw it or if it's still hidden in the vehicle somewhere. It took her a long time to pull over, and Platteville said he did not see anything leave the vehicle.
Right now, I just need to find out who she is so we can deal with that aspect of it. I've got some IDs right here. Who's awake? Okay. You hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
There's a round over there in the door.
Okay. That's her. We got a date of birth on there.
That's what I was looking for.
I know you know what you're doing. I was just thinking out loud.
I'll let you look at that. I'll keep
All right.
looking for the other stuff.
Check the center console.
You what?
Check the center console.
Well, we need to find her ID, so Righty could be in the console. There's your gun.
You can follow us 4 days a week on the Failure to Stop podcast, or you can subscribe right here to our YouTube. As always, like and subscribe. Hit that little button down there. And until next time, guys, guns up and giddy up.